football. How you doing? How could you be so cruel, yet so beautiful? Lufuno, the floor is yours.
Yeah, yeah, there was a funeral in Loftus. The Tunis came, they invaded.
That's why we dressed in black.
They came and invaded South Africa. They took a win. They're straight to the Champions League Final. Are you okay, Sundowns?
Yeah, Lufuno, yeah, Lufuno. Football is a beautiful thing and very unpredictable.
Yeah.
We knew Sundowns is going to come out and play.
Yeah.
Did you see Sundowns playing that way?
Sundowns were not playing. Sundowns were not playing. This is not the Sundowns that one knows. This was
a Chief.
It was you know that 11 that he changed during the course of the week. I felt like I was watching the team, not discrediting those players, but in terms of the break, in terms of play, not having synergy, it was a completely different type of approach. Completely.
Is it? And at some point we'll play around low block and everything else. But this is the Champions League semi-final. Meaning people who get to this level are the best at what they do. They are very clinical. Esperance had 2 clear chances. 2 clear chances buried. If you look at those 2 games, Sundowns had 9 clear chances. None buried.
Again, it speaks to what you are saying. When last Esperance conceded a goal in 90 minutes? You see, so hence I'm saying, that was the 4th game for Sundowns without scoring a goal. They couldn't score against Yanga. In 2 games, they couldn't score against Esperance. So I think for me, Sundowns were naive. They did not really take this game and reflect seriously where they are. They went in there, say, we are Sundowns. I don't think they really reflected deeply to say, what are we faced with? What are our challenges at this point in time? Because there's no way, if you're looking for goals, you'll have Temba Mshishizwan on the bench. You will have Serino nowhere near the team. You will have Billy not in the team. You will have Mandieta not been played. I can mention, no, but I'm just telling you, you are being naive. You are being naive. You go to the team, you play helicopter football that you are not accustomed to. You're playing that football against tall defenders. They will take that every day. All what Esperance did was to study your game, allow you to have your 1,000 passes, but they will get that one chance. They will get that one chance. And what happened? One chance, they buried it. Yeah, we must score 3 goals.
We can't take anything away from Esperance in both leagues.
And that's my thing. You don't want to be saying Sundowns did so bad. Yeah. There was an opposition that made sure that Sundowns did not get things their way.
That studied Sundowns to the T, you know. And you can see with the 2 coaches why they have so much respect between the 2 of them. They go into their games well planned. And in this case, Rulani was outclassed, you know. A bit naive, like Lefuno is saying, coming into a game where you know that you cannot win aerially. And you know you're a ball-playing team. But you decide to choose an option because probably a number of fans are saying, hey, we need to see another dimension to a Sundowns kind of play.
No, I mean, even when that goal came, it was like somebody dropping food while they were eating when that goal came. It was like
that's what I'm saying to you.
It's like somebody eating an apple and then dropping it at the same time.
Well, the coach, I hear he talks about planning. I don't know if Rolando planned for that game because you cannot have experience. You cannot have experience. Mpo, listen to me.
No, but I can't let you say that.
The experience on the bench.
I can tell you the following thing.
Yeah.
The fact that we are able to sit here and have a very clear vision of what Sundowns were trying to do means there was planning.
There was a plan.
The fact that there was player personnel change means there was planning.
Was it effective?
That is what you can debate. You can't debate the fact that there was planning.
We will talk about the effectiveness of the plan.
There's also another factor.
You don't throw away the Sundowns way of playing and adopt something that you're not accustomed to in the semi-final. You should have
against such opposition.
Against such opposition. Yeah. Against such opposition where the most experienced, the most decorated player, the most feared player at Sundowns sits on the bench. You had a player of large caliber, Lodge is a very experienced player. Don't take away anything from him. He was at AFCON. The Egyptians knows him very well. He's an experienced player. I know Sundowns don't love him. He's not popular at Sundowns because he's coming from Pirates, whatnot, and politics of football, whatnot. But if you're looking at experience, Lodge is far better than Maseko by miles. You know, he's got goals on him. He has got more goals than a lot of players at Sundowns, and he hasn't played many games at Sundowns. All right? So I'm just trying to say to you, if you want to try something else, you had a Mandieta, who is the best assistant last season at Stellenbosch, and goal scorer of note. He has bailed Sundowns since he's been here. He's got crucial goals, but you still don't play him. The most beautiful player at Sundowns, Serino, you don't play him.
This man is calling the most beautiful player. Hey,
guys,
we should give him a Sundowns shirt.
Anyway, I'm happy that my Kappa beautiful people have done the work, have done the Lord's work.
You know?
No, but let's say, wait. There's something that you need to notice. This one has been adopting team after team after team because his team is not playing. But looking at that, the way that Sundowns played on Friday, it was out of character. It's a surprise that does Shasha bury the chance? Does the ref give that pushes a penalty? Or does Morena bury the chance? We would have been sitting and going, wow, what a plan, because nobody saw it.
Look, you know, there's so many factors before you can even get to the footballing conversation we have to look at. Is the PSL doing enough to make sure that a Sundowns team is...
No,
wait, let me finish.
They will never do that.
Let me finish this statement, you know. Because if you look at the teams that Sundowns has faced up until that moment in the semi-finals, these teams were solely focused on CAF. Sundowns is playing every 2 days or 3 days. It then plays on the coach's mind to say, let me rest certain players. That's why today we had a Tebo Mokoena that couldn't play these 2 games because of such fatigue.
No,
wait, Lefuno, I'll give you an opportunity. I will give you an opportunity to speak. The reason I'm saying this,
it's not fatigue.
The reason I'm saying this.
Pause your
But I disagree with that.
No, you can't. When did let me ask you this. Did Tebo Mokoena not play for Bafana Bafana?
Yes, he did.
So from playing for
Why
Bafana
would you
Bafana,
play him against Swallows when you have players that can play? When your coach is not resting the team. No, your coach failed you on this one because you play a Tebo Mokoena knowing that you got crucial games coming and he got injured.
I understand winning is not your thing and fluidity of a team is not your thing. Tebo Mokoena is the heartbeat of Mamelodi Sundowns. If Tebo Mokoena is next to Alenda and you put him Shishi there, those 3 players are the one.
Was the game of Swallows necessary for Tebo to play? You have already won the league. The focus should be a Champions League final and to win it, not the league. Why are you playing your best players in the league? When you have quality players that can play in the league and win. You have rotated the team and still get 3 points. That's what I'm saying. There was no point for you to risk Tebo Mokoena. That was coming from what? You could have even given him rest so that he can be fresh for a bigger picture, which he did not do. So today you can come here and tell us about fatigue.
No, we can. We can.
But you can.
To play.
No, we can.
Fail to play.
It's not failing.
Because your team gets breaks every other week. There's
We're
a cup
talking about
competition.
Sundowns.
But understand, Sundowns plays
my
in
team
every
went to the CAF Champions Final.
Man, we can't
my
talk
team
about,
went there and won attempt.
You were the last team to win it.
No, we didn't win it, but we went to the final.
I wanted that statement. I wanted that statement.
You failed to get to the final yourself.
No, but
I wanted that statement.
Do not go there because
did you win it?
Not even when you win it, you didn't.
So
you went through the back door. You also went through the
It was merited on laws.
Put it on the table, go to the final.
It was merited on laws.
Get into the final.
Okay,
talk.
Let's do this. Win it, then we talk.
It's okay. It's okay.
You haven't won it.
No, I haven't won it. But for you, for the past 7 years, you have not even get to the final.
These two will carry on about Sundowns, but there was another game in Cairo.
He's cutting
no, in Cairo. you know what was the funny thing, SC?
Yeah.
As we were watching Sundowns and our fate was going down the drain, water, Mazembe scored before they disallowed that goal. Somebody was very happy to remind us, this World Club thing of yours is not happening because Mazembe is leading. What happened? And I think football-wise, Al Ahly know how to get to the finals. Because now I'm convinced, forget the coach, forget who's there, the atmosphere around the club, the personnel around the club at any given time, the players just know how to grind results. Because it's not about, it's the total opposite of Sundowns. They can play the most unattractive football. But you will find them in those.
I'm glad you're taking it there because now in reference of this conversation, is always going to lead back to a Sundowns that Lefuno talks about, that they've been there for 7 years. And you speaking of pedigree, you look at an Al Ahly, they've been there so many times. And the most important thing is that we need to look at a key number of consistent players that have been into these finals. Irrespective of coaches changing plans and coming up with certain schemes to play on the day, when you have experienced players that understand the make and fold of this tournament, you will find yourself playing in the finals year in, year out. You look at a player like Malul, he's been there, he's done it before, you know. You look at a player like Pesita, who just came into this team, he's won it before, and of course, this energy is rubbing off onto him. There's players on the bench that are sitting there, you know, that have this effect of saying, we want to win this thing. You have El Shahat, one of the most dangerous players you'll find into the team. They were not playing, these guys. They are sitting on the bench, they are watching. They are rubbing off their energy onto this team to say, you know what, guys, we're not going to lose this match.
Lufuno.
It's football heritage.
Football heritage.
That's what you see at Madrid. You don't have to play well to get into the Champions League final. You plan for that. Every coach that walks into Al Ahly knows the first prize is to win the Champions League. That is the key. And that's why if I come back to your team, I don't think you are executing it right. Yes, you're spending money to get there, but you are not getting there. And that should be the key, where you stop risking players for PSL, where you have already won PSL, and put focus on the key prize. And the key prize is Champions League. Ahly, go and take some lessons there at Ahly.
So what you're saying is that my coach must not go to South America, he must go to
He's going to South America to know how to break the block, and he must go here at home. The coach told you that.
There's somebody who said he went to Liverpool and Tottenham, they can't win anything.
You even train at 2 o'clock, it did not work. You see, this 2 o'clock thing, we must just leave it in South Africa. It's a pizza thing. It's not for everyone.
But I told you previously that pizza is the only one that understands the 2 a.m. training.
You can beat me 5. You can do whatever, win everywhere. When it gets to the knockout stage, that's when the Champions League starts.
That's when it counts.
Sundowns has mastered that.
But looking at the Champions League and the make that it is, and where we are in different leagues, there's some teams that we are saying, we're looking forward to having you in the new season. Because you've got to look at, in Morocco, there's new teams that are coming.
Yeah.
You've got Raja that's coming, you've got Nabi and ESF that are coming. They're saying they're going to be the new players because Wydad is definitely not coming.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, Egypt is still going to be Al Ahly and whoever comes along with them. You look at the east of Africa, you got to say to Yanga, well done. Who comes with them, it's still a debate. But Yanga are coming.
Azam have a raise in their hand to say, hey, Simba, if you want to be in the CAF Champions League,
you need to fight.
No, because Azam is doing so well that they're saying we're going with Yanga rather than it's a given that Simba are there.
Yeah.
Is that a change that Azam is the next powerhouse of Eastern Africa?
It's possible, not powerhouse per se, because they still need to prove themselves within that fold. Because you look at what Yanga has done, you look at what Simba has done throughout the years. And for Azam to come there and claim it as them being...
So it may be a once-off, but they've got to do it continuously.
Exactly. We need to see them there consistently.
Pedro are saying, we're coming again. We're not going to be. South Africa, are you coming?
South Africa?
No, are you coming now?
No, I want to answer.
No,
I'm not coming.
You are
not there.
Are you in the equation?
But I'm saying that...
are you in the equation?
No, I'm not even in the equation, Chief.
You're not in the equation.
But
who's coming?
There's a certain team there.
Where? Sundowns at the top.
Danny Craig. There's a certain team in
Sundowns at the top.
There's a certain team that is coming with Sundowns.
Give me the South
It's coming with Sundowns.
Who's coming with Sundowns?
Stellenbosch.
Stellenbosch.
A new baby in the block is coming.
Yeah?
It's coming to play with the big boys.
But also we can't ignore the fact that we still have an FA Cup of our own happening. Yeah. Remember that we have a cheaper that's there.
Well, the cheaper can't come to the Champions League. They will come to the Confed.
Yeah.
Hence I'm saying the Pirates wants to come back. They want to come back. You know, it will be lovely if they can come back because we will see fireworks. They were there last year. They didn't learn, and Joaneng showed them flames.
But you can't say qualifying stages is somebody been there.
Well, they were there. They were
It was somebody arriving in a town and saying, I
they-
went to the airport.
They played Champions League.
You know what I like
Going
about
to the airport is not going on a flight.
They didn't fly. They drove to Botswana.
They drove
you know what I like about these conversations is how we managed to disclude an Orlando Pirates that were the first team to come into a CAF position and claim it. You know,
Understand the following things. Just because you were first, good you were first.
Yeah.
Reality is that your yesteryear experience means nothing. If we go on that, there was a team in Naturena that won the Mandela Cup. They are nowhere in CAF Champions League. They are nowhere in CAF Confed. Am I lying?
Now there's the last team in the South African final.
Hence I'm bringing the conversation. This is what he's going to say.
They were there.
But they're nowhere now.
Huh?
You
haven't played the final in 7 years. They were there.
No, you know what you're gonna have. You're gonna have kids to tell you. You know the songs in my time. That's all you've got left.
Look, it's good that teams like Kaizer Chiefs are able to see what's happening in the African continent. That we've got things that are happening. We have the giants that are waking up. Like your ASEC, we saw them coming back. You got the resurrected Mazembe coming back.
You've got Esperance resurrected again.
So that, for me, it can only be good for African football. You need your Kaizer Chiefs to come back in that stage.
You got the Younger, because after the way that Younger left the stage, in the way that how beautiful they played, the expectation is that Younger should be able to go a step higher next season.
You need your Zamalek coming back into the stage. They haven't been in this stage we haven't spoken about Zamalek in the Champions League. We need them coming into your semi-final, your quarter-final. So these are the teams that have African football blueprint. They are the giants of African football. For African football to grow again, you need such kind of teams to wake up. And for me, I'm saying that...
So Zamalek has won before?
Yeah, they've won before.
A giant out of Morocco that's not coming way that has won before?
100%.
ASEC has won it before?
100%.
Kaizer Chiefs... Okay, sorry.
Let's leave it there.
We're talking about winners here and we want to be able to do that. So based on that, next season is going to be interesting. But I think one of the things, because there's a battle in North Africa at the moment between Tunis and Egypt.
Yeah.
One of the worst things is for you to play the last leg in Cairo.
Yeah, we know the last final between the two teams, what happened. Esperance did not pitch. They were crushed.
Yeah.
But this Esperance team that I've seen playing Sundowns in two leg, they know how to box. They are very smart. They're not naive. They also understand that who they play and that influence the way they play. Also looking at Ahly, I checked Ahly against Simba. I've checked them against Mazembe. Yes, they've got a pedigree. You cannot, when they get into the final, they don't go to participate in the final. They go to win it. So it's gonna be tough. But from the experience point of view, when you look at the balance of play, both teams, I think Ahly will get it again.
Ahly has never played good football in Champions League. I don't remember somebody saying, hey, they're coming blazing in every other thing.
Yeah.
But they're in the kitchen.
Yeah, they're there.
And they're the chef. And if somebody wants to win it, must get it from them.
I think Esperance would be the one to do that for me. When I look at the way Esperance has set up this season, it's beautiful to see what's happening there. The coach.
It wasn't beautiful on Friday.
They don't need it to be.
Yeah.
Look, I think Al Ahly has shown us the blueprint to say, look, it doesn't need to be pretty.
Yeah.
And Esperance knows how to do that. And if you look at this whole entire tournament, there's not probably one game where you can reference and say this was beautiful football. But I'll tell you what was beautiful. Their structure. How they keep their lines.
They got a strong defense.
Yeah.
You can't take that away. They don't leak goals.
Yes.
So the best way to win, to be a champion, is to avoid to concede goals.
So when you've got two low blockers that are now there, what must happen?
They will have to go at each other one way or another.
Yeah. So it's going to be
see something different.
One chance, and be clinical.
And the beauty is that this final is played in two-legged final. So you're starting in Tunis, where Esperance at home they're not easy team to beat. They don't concede goals. If they can be able to manage the first leg.
No, Lufuno, we will talk about the finals next time.
Yeah.
We just had to come here. It's a morning session. We are all in black because of what Esperance de Tunis did to Sundowns. Well done. May you be beaten in the final. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
We're going to go cry some more and come again and do it next season. Thank you for joining us. Look forward to seeing you in the comments.